A good practice leader needs to be somebody who is knowledgeable and experienced in the practice that they're actually going to be leading. So, for example, if we're thinking about a service implementing active support, the practice leader needs to be able to support individuals in a way that's consistent with active support. This is important because they're going to be, for example, coaching staff, so they need to be able to be knowledgeable and to do that, but also to set the example and to be able to model and to show staff how you would like them to work. A good practice leader also needs to be reflective. They need to be able to observe and to be able to give really clear feedback, and that requires people to be able to think in a structured way about what they've seen so that they can organise their thoughts and give really coherent feedback. That is also positive in nature. So a good practice leader also needs to be able to see the good in things. They need to be able to pick out what's working well as the things that are not working so well. A good practice leader also needs to be organised. They need to be able to see opportunities and they need to be able to predict things that might happen in the future, things that might go wrong, and be able to plan for those and so that there's also a backup plan, for example, for a day. They are responsible for planning shifts, making sure that staff are allocated appropriately within the service to meet the needs of individuals, and that requires them to be able to have a good concept of what's going on both in the lives of the people that are being supported and in terms of where staff need to be and the activities that need to happen during the day. A good practice leader also needs to be tenacious. This is particularly important if they're working with people with very severe and profound disabilities, where steps to improvement, steps to better quality of life may be very small, and it's easy for staff in particular to lose the sense of improvement. And so practice leaders have to be really good at picking up those small changes and sharing those with staff and helping staff to see those things. And they have to be able to encourage people to keep going, even though there might not be very obvious changes on a day-to-day, a week-to-week, or even a month-to-month basis. They also obviously have to have a strong vision. They have to know what they are trying to achieve, what the service, this should ideally be aligned with their organisational vision, and that they're able to kind of explain that vision and why things are important to staff, not just what to do, but why you're doing it. Because once staff understand that, they're more likely to be able to do it again in different situations. They're more likely to be able to generalise if they understand the reasons why they're doing what they're doing.